Hey, it's Anthony Court, once again reporting you today for the MediaSpeaks.com in this 9/16 edition of the Court Report. And today I'm going to talk about the past No War with Syria protest on 9/14 this past Saturday I attended, which is hosted by Peace Fresno, also was organized by Dylan Donnelly, a few others. I also attended another Overpasses for Obama's Impeachment, which is just down the road, and the two marches end up merging together. But let me tell you, out of all the marches so far, I had probably the best interviews from this one. A lot of people that weren't at the past few, you'll notice, speaking out, joining the efforts of the demonstrators. I'd like to give a big thanks to Beverly Fitzpatrick, Camille, and also Daniel of Peace Fresno for helping organize and perpetuate this march and protest. Also, We Are Change Fresno with Sam Cheney's been doing a great job also doing coverage of both these events every other weekend, just as myself. And we're the only two media outlets out there in Fresno covering this. Channel 46 was there a couple of weeks ago, but they did not air the footage that they received of it. So it's just good to see that the real media, the alternative media, is out there reporting the views and feelings of the constituents to Congress out there that are involved with these protests. So big props to you guys. So let's not waste any time here. Let's go to those interviews out in the street. But before all that, please do us a huge favor. It takes 2 seconds. Hit subscribe below, hit like, leave your thoughts and comments, and also share this video. It really helps out our alternative media source grow and helps us reach out to more people, helps us get the truth out to a lot more individuals out there, and also shows the thoughts and words of the protesters we engage out there, gives those talking points, spreads those around as well. It also shows the people in Syria that not everybody in the United States approves of this action. So please share this video, like it, subscribe to us. Again, I'm Anthony Court with the MediaSpeaks.com, and here are those clips.
Remember 9/11. Flag. We are change here. Out here bright and early again. Not as many people as I'd hoped, but we're going to transfer to the other No War in Syria march. We are change here again. Some other folks. Zach and I here holding up 2 of the poles ourselves. Still getting hogs. That's dedication, dude. So what brings you out here, Zach?
Well, I was going to the No War with Syria protest, and it was the second week in a row I ran into this one, so I decided to help you guys out holding up this sign.
Yeah. So this sign on the other side, it says Building 7. What does it say?
Yeah, it's a message about Building 7.
What do you know about Building 7?
Well, official report, if you believe that, says it collapsed due to structural fire. But I mean, every week I see more and more posts of different buildings that have way worse structural fires than Building 7, and they burned for like 2 days straight and didn't, collapse. So I find it a little hard to believe that just the structural fires alone caused the collapse. And the funny thing is, a lot of people don't even really know about Building 7 because they're too focused on the 2 main towers. There wasn't even a plane that actually hit it.
Right.
I don't even remember hearing exactly how the structural fires even started.
How did you hear about this whole overpass thing?
Last week I heard about No War with Syria, the protest down in Blackstone and Shaw. I was just skating down over there to go help them out, and just like today, I ran into it.
What was your name again?
My name's Zach Grady.
Zach Grady. Okay. Thanks for sharing your words.
Thank you.
All right, cool. If you could say any words to the president right now, if he was watching this, what would you like to tell him?
I'd like him to tell him to stop messing with the future of my grandchildren, Lincoln, Silas, and Brody, and Chance. And I have great concern that they're going to live under a security grid that's a prison and be hunted by robots
Wow.
and all kinds of terrible things. And that's what I'd like to tell him. I'd like to tell him to stop spending my money too.
Right, so you think he's a big spender, right? And for anybody out there that's kind of is not as well informed as you are, I mean, is there anything you'd like to tell them to maybe pull the wool back from their eyes, maybe wake them up a little bit?
Absolutely. I'd like to direct them to what you guys are doing because you connect the dots. I'd like to direct them to We Are Change Fresno because Sam Chaney connects the dots. So.
Yeah, that's him right there, and that's great. They're all set up here in the Central Valley.
You are too, so.
Yeah, and we're trying to get everybody involved. See all the support we're getting here. Hopefully these people will start joining us. I know that they're working though, a lot of work trucks out there.
But it doesn't take much, man. 5 or 10 minutes, and it's a show of force to let him know that we mean business. Just like the 2 million bikers made a presence together. We all need to come together and stop this right now.
Great. And I'm sorry, what was your name again?
I'm Pamela Tharp.
Pamela?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, that's right. I've seen your posts online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like them.
Yeah, I'm running it in my paper now too. So.
Oh, okay, great. That's good that you're doing that locally here.
Yeah.
And that's really where it starts. I mean, I personally started doing a lot of national things, but if you focus a lot on the community and you start there, I think there's a lot more change, the right kind of change that we need,
Sure.
not the fake change.
Well, I'm of the opinion that my generation and generations before us didn't pay close enough attention. So I'm out here to support the younger Americans like you and what we're seeing standing here, so that you guys can step up and take political offices locally, because that'll shut the whole thing down.
Right.
Town by town, city by city. So I'm here to support you and all these other young kids that are out here. I want to support the future that you guys want, and it's definitely not what I see.
Hi.
Glad you're here.
Hello, everybody.
Yay.
Yay. Good to see everybody. Good to see you.
I hope you're not putting all my comments on the YouTube, because I sometimes speak out of turn. I speak out the truth that I should not be doing it that open right.
Well,
on the street.
it's called freedom of speech.
Do we still have it?
I don't know. Do we? How do you feel about that? How do you feel like people like Dianne Feinstein saying that if you don't draw a salary, you're not part of the media?
That's what she said?
Yeah, she did say that.
Oh, because of so much stuff on internet and stuff, that was the reason?
Yeah, the alternative media is basically taking over, and the mainstream media is the way to go. Unless you're in a suit and make a salary from their corporations, that you're not a real journalist.
Well, of course, she believed in money talks. That's what she believed in, and nothing. You know how that goes.
Right.
Everything else doesn't matter. So because she's bought and paid for, because she wants media to be bought and paid for.
Right. Right there.
Oh, those 3 people not yet. Okay.
Yeah, they were just over at the overpass for Obama impeachment.
Oh, okay.
That's where I was over there.
Oh, you were there too?
With Dylan, and he made a good point about people that want us to go into Syria and want us to intervene. But the majority of these people don't realize there's been a war in Syria for 2+ years already, and now they think we should intervene because somebody killed somebody with a different style of weapon. And it totally negates the fact that killing people for killing people is still killing people.
Right now, I mean, they're trying to say that there's some sort of deal between Russia and the U.S. and Syria, that if Assad gives up his chemical weapons and they're all accounted for, that's viable. What do you think about that?
America's gonna do them dirty anyways, man. We shot 2 missiles out of Spain like 3 or 4 days ago, maybe 2 days ago, I don't remember exactly. We publicly announced that we're providing lethal aid to the rebels now. So I mean, regardless of what America says, our actions are the truth. I mean, we are still funding a war over there, whether or not our soldiers are boots on ground and our missiles from our ships are landing on the ground.
So you're partly responsible for helping organize this march, Dylan. Right now, they're trying to say that Russia, U.S., and Syria struck a deal that if they give up the chemical weapons, that'll be sufficient. What do you think about all that?
I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're already talking about how Assad's moving his weapons around. I don't think anything Assad does is going to be enough for the United States to back off.
So you think they have this planned out already, and that they're just
shooting this out at the people, maybe?
I don't know if this particular revelation is planned or not, but I know they've been wanting to get into Syria for a long time. You know, General Wesley Clark said, 7 countries in 5 years, and I believe him. And they wanted Syria. You know, the neocons and the Israeli lobby, they wanted Syria. It's a war for regional domination and strategic location for the bigger goal of getting into Iran.
We've been lied to by our government so many times about going into war. If people are paying any attention, they need to recognize that that's the way it's done. And that's the way it's done way back in history, going back to the time of Julius Caesar. They tell people that we are at risk and they bring them into war. We were lied about the WMDs when we went into Iraq. Lies on top of lies. We need to understand that war is a horrible thing. There's no reason for it. Human beings can do better. It's cruel, it's immoral, and it's against all of the things that we say that we stand for. It's really important that the youth get involved. It's really important that everybody get involved. So Peace Fresno has been an anti-war advocacy organization here in Fresno since 9/11.
Right.
We have 200 members. We would like people who are getting engaged right now to come to our Tuesday night meeting. We've set aside a special meeting for listening to people who understand why we shouldn't be going to war or attacking Syria. We want to listen and hear from other people about what it is that they understand, why they're engaged, how we can engage other people, and what they're interested in doing next. That's this Tuesday at the Fresno Center for Nonviolence, 1584 North Van Ness, at the corner of McKinley and Van Ness. It's across from Fresno City College.
Okay.
7 p.m.
Great, and that's local here in Fresno, and anybody watching this right now could get involved with that. And thank you very much for sharing your words. Is there a specific website that people can view what you guys do here locally?
It's www.peacefresno.org.
Great, thank you so much for sharing your words, and your name again?
I'm Camille Russell. Thank you for talking to me.
No more war. How long? Until we realize that we've had enough bloodshed. That our sons and daughters, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, how many more of them will die in some other land, fighting in some war that only benefits the few? How much longer are we going to put profit over people? I mean, the Assadi government, they're not good. But the reason that they're getting overthrown or being attacked by our rebels is because they are actually pro-multicultural religions. They don't mind if you're a Christian, or a Catholic, or a Muslim, or a Sikh, or an atheist even. But the Muslims, yeah.
5, there we go. Birds, did you want to say anything about the war, the impending war with Syria?
Well, so far the war on terror has been a total failure, as is the drug war. Our government is doing the divide and conquer technique of providing weapons for Syrian rebels, aka Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda has officially decided to start killing the moderates that are in the Syrian rebels, and they're gonna start taking over the Syrian rebels. Al-Qaeda's taking over the Syrian rebels right now. I just read an article today stating that the war on terror is a joke.
Right.
Obama's a joke. Congress doesn't represent the people. I call for revolution.
Said that they did it, but who knows? You know what I mean?
Like this.
Just get proof some evidence.
If you're arguing with your wife, you know,
Yeah.
she says he hit me, and you're like, nah, she
I
hit
didn't
me.
hit her.
Why the fuck would I get involved in that?
Hey,
Period.
but actually, They said on the news that they documented it and admitted that they did it so they can quell the rebellion.
They say
You
a
know what I
bunch of
mean?
shit on the news. They say
Exactly.
for Obama, you're racist.
Exactly. They do say hella shit on the news. So get the facts and evidences. But all I know is whoever did it was wrong. You know what I mean? To gas millions of people. Wrong.
It was thousands, but we sit here and we use chemical weapons in Iraq. You know, Afghanistan, we use white phosphorus, depleted uranium, but it's okay for us to use it because we're America. America! We're the exception. Then you gotta catch little psyops that Obama was trying to run, where he's like, I'm not worried about any kind of retaliation from Iran. We have the best military in the world. Kind of like, yeah, we're gonna break some shit. You know, the whole fucking get behind me, we're fixing mob mentality psyop that he's trying to run. It worked before, but I think too many people are waking up because of alternative media.
Right.
You know, mainstream media won't report on it.
That's why they're trying to squash the internet with SOPA and
CISPA.
CISPA.
Yep.
You know, and I believe it's Feinstein right now is pushing for something else.
Don't even get started on that.
Then the Trans-Pacific Partnership that has SOPA type stuff in it too. So.
What is I heard something about there being now a semi-auto weapon ban in place where you have to register them for something now. I heard something about that. I know
With
there's
the ammo,
tax.
registering the ammo or buying it from an approved seller or like government approved seller or something.
They just recently passed a law, I think like 2 days ago at this last vote, that any semi-automatic weapon with a detachable magazine in California is now illegal.
Yes, that's that's the one that I'm talking about. So on top of it, you only get 10 rounds. Never mind what somebody else has.
On top of 7.
Or what somebody buys on the black market, right?
7 is unsafe.
Oh, okay.
7 in New York, 10, and then you got it on any assault weapon style weapon. You got to have what is it called, bullet bunch. You got to have at least 16 inches on the barrel because God forbid you had 15. They're just implementing all these different restrictions, and to me, Colorado had the recall. I say we do the same damn thing. Isn't there a term limit on senators? Like, I need to research this, but I could have sworn there's a term limit on senators. Why the fuck has Feinstein been in office since '92?
You know what? And I'm honestly not in support of term limits because if you get somebody that's good, don't you want them to stay and stay? But you know,
if that were the case,
voting in bad people.
Paul, they are very confused. But I wouldn't even want them in office for an indefinite period of time because the bottom line is once you're there, you have more opportunities for people to corrupt or change or influence everything. So I mean, I honestly think it should be switched out. The problem is with the president's going over and carrying on the same agenda. The reason why they do that is because it's the same cabinet fucking members in place. It's the same foundation in place. You can change out the presidents all you want, but you have all this corruption throughout. It's just we got to completely uproot everything. I'm talking about Feinstein, Emmanuel, Bloomberg. All them. In the AA.
Section 1021, 1022, indefinite detention. No good for America.
Did you hear about what about the Americans that were killed via drone strike? Because what they said was it was infeasible to apprehend them while they were overseas. Because it's infeasible, they were denied due process.
Right, that's bullshit. They had opportunity to capture them, and it was 3 Americans. And
now they're saying now it was 4, but they only meant to kill 1 or 2. I think they said
they only meant to kill.
They only meant to kill 1 or 2.
And his kid.
Yeah.
They also got a reporter. They said he was wrong place, wrong time.
Collateral damage. It's okay. See, they authorized the drone strike. They hit the one dude's son while he's at a wedding. 300 people. Collateral damage.
And we're all lucky.
Comes along. Hold on for the safety of our children. Which on his speech on Syria, he actually threw that whole "it's for our children's safety" bullshit out there, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? In the same breath, he not only says that they're not a threat, but then turns around and says it's for our safety because they're a threat. Which one is it? You know what I mean? They don't really have the Air Force capabilities or any kind of ability to invade, and even if they did, that would be stupid. Again, 300 million gun owners. Like that's why we've never been invaded.
Japan never invaded for Pearl Harbor.
Because behind every blade of grass would be a rifle and a man who knows how to use it.
Yep.
Exactly right.
Or a woman.
Or a woman. Exactly. I know some good shooting women. My sister ain't one of them. She can't hit shit.
Saw you hooting and hollering on the corner there, sir. What was that all about?
Just trying to tell people not to be complacent, to last resort, call their Congress members and demand diplomacy over war.
Right, yeah, and get a good response. I hear honks out there. Did you get any middle fingers yet?
No middle fingers yet. I was just talking with a friend that this is a live poll. You know, I don't have to look at the polls in the media to know where America stands. I come on the street corner and I hear the honks versus middle fingers, and America is in overwhelming support of us out here. America does not want to bomb Syria.